Hi guys, today I'm here with a full face of first impressions, a few things that you have requested to see, like the Anastasia Stick Foundation, and then other things that I have either picked up or have been sent, so I thought it'd be fun to try it out with you. If you're wondering where I am back at my vanity, depending on how long you've been watching me. I did used to sit here when I first moved to Toronto, then I started using the natural sunlight, but as fall and winter approach, I cannot depend on that anymore. But I do really like it back here. Let me know what you think of this setup. I also do want to start filming back on my bed again too, because then you get lots of glances of Rue. But full disclosure, I did pre-film a few videos, so you will see me back sitting next to my couch for the rest of the month, and then moving into October we'll probably be chatting from here. Anyways, let's get started. So I'm gonna get started with the Nivea Men's Shave Balm. I've actually had this for so long. Like, I picked this up to do a first impression when it first started taking over the internet. I just never got around to it. And then my boyfriend just started using it as a shave balm. It sits in my bathroom. Oh, it doesn't feel, it's much more liquidy than I thought it was going to be. I'm going to do just a little bit of spot concealing. I was sent some of the new items from MAC's Studio Fix line. They've kind of expanded that line. So I am using the Studio Fix Perfecting Stick. This is an NC45, so it might be a touch, oh no, that works. This works for me. I will list down below, like in every single one of my videos, I always put an asterisk next to the items that have been sent to me. So I'm just going to blend this in. It's got a really nice consistency. It's not hard like a lot of stick products are. And of course with the Studio Fix line, you're always going to get tons of shade variety too. Thought I would bring you in to show you what we are all super curious about is the Anastasia Stick Foundation. I have mine in the shade Amber. I had so much trouble picking out my shade. I'm an NC42, if you're curious. Kind of like a medium darkish. But I don't know, I feel like a lot of people had a lot of trouble figuring out what shade they are. And it's weird because they had models that you could like match yourself with. They had like great kind of references and swatches, but for some reason, I don't know if it was like kind of spoiled for choice. I'll try with the Beautyblender on the side. I've seen like a ton of really mixed reviews, but the color seems okay. I think the price is good. It's 25 American, 33 Canadian, but I saw in someone's review they were talking about how you only get like a quarter of an ounce, and in a foundation generally you get a full ounce. So if you multiply that, that makes this foundation quite expensive. I think I like buffing brush better. So this is one layer of the foundation. I did kind of spot conceal a little bit, and you can definitely still see my freckles. I would say it's like a straight up medium, definitely nowhere near full, but I'll try and put a little bit more on. And I do love my freckles, by the way. Sometimes I get comments about people saying like, why do you cover up your freckles? But it's not a matter of like me wanting to cover up my freckles, but they're a good frame of reference for when I'm trying to kind of understand and let you know what the coverage is like of a foundation. But I do love my freckles. Speaking of color match, I have no idea if the Charlotte Tilbury concealer is going to match me or not. I don't remember if they picked out the shade or if I picked out the shade. I have no idea. Okay, it's looking like a little bit deeper than what I would normally go for. This is in the shade 4. Okay, yeah. So this is like basically my skin color. To brighten things up just slightly, I'm going to use this Lasting Perfection concealer, which I know is too light for me. I've had this for a really long time, and I kind of found it in my stash of makeup of things that I don't want to be using right now, or things that are unopened, and I've never used it on my channel, and I can't even remember what it's like, so it's kind of a first impression. To set my under eye, I'm going to be using the Rimmel Clear Complexion Clarifying Powder. I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be like just for your face and kind of help with acne, but I didn't have another powder that I haven't used to set my under eyes with, so I thought that this would work. And again, I got this during my swap. Did I say that? I don't know. But either way, I think it's only available in the UK. To set the rest of my face, I'm going to be using the MAC Studio Fix Perfecting Powder. Again, this is a part of their new launch. I was sent it in the shade Dark, but it's got a sifter in there that's kind of bouncy. You can see, similar to that Tarte powder, which is nice for control. Okay, I think I really like this. I find with powders, like, they can be so blah. Like, you put it on and it looks fine and, you know, it gets the job done, but I don't know what it is about the MAC Studio Fix powder. That stuff is amazing. And this is like a little bit more lightweight, but still gives like such a beautiful coverage. To bronze today, I'm going to be using the NYX Beauty School Droplet. I got this at a NYX party that I went to a long time ago in May, but I have not touched this palette. So I love the NYX Matte Bronzer. Hopefully this will be similar. I just wanted to mention as well, I had a comment on a recent haul where I had hauled some PR stuff, like things that have been sent to me for review. And I asked you guys if you wanted to see PR hauls or a mix of the two, and most people said yes, but I had a couple comments, or more so like kind of one comment that was like, you know, you didn't really ask, you didn't really, I don't know, like you don't know anything about the products that have been sent to you, and like I don't really want them to be included in the two. And I think I just kind of wanted to touch on like how it all works for me, my personal experience in Canada too. Canada is always different. For blush today, this is from the Quo Fall collection, and it's in the shade Sweet Illusions. But I just wanted to say, and as you may have seen in my vlog when I was going to that PR company, my vlog from last week, I don't just get packages out of nowhere. Like things don't just show up and I go to a P.O. box and I've got like a shopping cart full of items. Like that is not how it works at all. I wish that's how it was, but for the most part, like I have to do a lot of work and research and like spooking around the internet to find these companies. And then once I find them, I've got to reach out to them and see if they want to send me anything. Sometimes they don't, sometimes they do, but like my channel is not that big. I'm not just getting stuff thrown at me, and when I am sent stuff, a lot of the time it will come with a card and it'll give me information about it, when it's coming out, what are the prices. So I don't want you to think that like things are just showing up blindly and I don't care about it, and because it's PR, I'm not going to research it, or I'm going to only give it a positive review. I treat it like anything else. So what I'm so excited about is the Sweets Glo Kit. This is available on the Anastasia website. It sucks. Shipping to Canada is $17.95. So as you would have seen in my vlog, I shipped this to my boss's storage unit in the States, and then she brought it back to me like a little makeup mule. It was awesome. But I was gonna get the That Glow Kit, but I thought I'd get this one because it's got this sassy grape shade, and I thought this was a really nice way for me to justify owning another highlighter. We've got to go for sassy grape, right? I don't really know if it's going to go with the rest of the look, but this is my first ever Anastasia highlight too. I want So Hollywood so bad, but it's impossible to find. Okay, I'm not going to lie, it looks 0% natural. But it's cool. It's purple. So I'm just going to blend it out a little bit. And then I'm going to put just a touch of the butterscotch on top, because eyes gotta go out after this. Ooh, butterscotch almost has a little glitter in it, I feel like. Moving on to brows after that's a little bit disappointing, I'm gonna be trying out the Stay All Day Waterproof Brow Color from Stila. This is in a pen form, and it seems like it's gonna give a really nice natural brow. I've never used like a pen like this. It looks like a marker. And I don't think for my brows it's going to be like the only thing I'll use on them. But I think that if you have like incredibly sparse hair and you're looking for a way to fill them in that's not going to look natural, like unnatural and like overdrawn, I think that this would be great. I always struggle with making this part look too unnatural, so I think that it's really nice. So you can see this brow versus this brow, like it just looks awesome. It looks super natural. On top of that, I'm going to be using the Face Shop Brow Mascara. This is in a bit of a lighter color, but I've actually recently lightened my hair. I don't know if you noticed. You would have seen me on Snapchat chatting about it probably. So I thought maybe I would try a lighter brow. It is a touch too light for my liking, so I'm going to go in with this new Gosh brow thing too. This is another brow gel. I love that every brow company has, or every company has clued into the fact that brow brushes should not be big. Moving on to eyes, I'm going to be using the Glow Minerals Cream Stay Shadow Stick. This one is in Gold Blush. It is stunning. It is like a perfect rosy gold kind of shade, exactly what it says. And these stay on your eyes like crazy. Or sorry, not on your eyes. This is my first time on my eyes, but on your hand. I swatched it after I got it, and it was on my hand like the next day. I'm gonna try something a little bit different today and not go for like a warm gold rusty look, because that is what I love. I'm gonna do something that kind of matches the eyes. I've got like this purple on my cheeks, so I'm gonna try and go for something a little bit more cool toned kind of. I'm gonna use a shadow from this Beauty School NYX palette. It's got nice pigmentation. A lot of the time these big kits can just be crap. But this actually has a really nice variety of shades. You've got like some warm, cool tones. I appreciate that the blush and bronzers actually work for my skin tone, which a lot of the time these kits don't include. Just to slightly warm it up, I'm going to take this warm brown and run it through my crease. And then I'm going to take this color. This is actually a blush from the kit, got kind of deeper berry shade, and run this through the crease and kind of focus it a little bit more on the outer corner of the eye. A little of that on the lower lash line. For liner today, I'm going to be using this new L'Oreal liner. I got it in my goodie bag when I went to their party the other night. It was super fun. I'm going to have it get ready with me up on Tuesday with a mini Snapchat vlog. This is their Voluminous Noir liner. So I really love this liner. Super black, really inky. It's got like a satin finish, not completely matte, but satin for sure, leaning matte, and a really nice precise felted pen. Then for mascara, I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Voluminous Feline. I totally thought that this mascara was green just because there's like green on the container and it's fall. So there is the brush. You can see there's still a little bit of green peeking through. So here is kind of 1.5 coats of the mascara. I think it definitely gives tons of volume. And I'm gonna go in and try and layer it up. So here's what it looks like layered up even more. I think it looks awesome. A little bit clumpy, but I would generally just go through with a more separating mascara after this, but I think it gave tons of length when you look at like this eye versus this eye. Lastly, for lipstick, I'm gonna be using one of MAC's new Liptensity lipsticks. I'm really excited that these come matched from the outside of the tube, matches what's on the inside of the tube, because with MAC, if you've got any number of MAC lipstick, it's really tricky to figure out which one you're grabbing for. This one is in Lobster, which is like a gorgeous kind of reddy orange shade. But to go with the look that I'm wearing today and kind of stepping outside of my comfort zone, I'm going to be using this more cool tone shade, and this one is in the shade Driftwood. I am going to pair it with my Essence lip liner, even though this is not a first impression. This is a very loved product. And then I'm going to put this lipstick on top. This is never a color I would normally reach for, but I like it. It's got kind of a matte finish. Not like a dry matte, but just a bit of a more matte finish, and it feels really comfortable. I had lots of fun playing around with all this new makeup today. Let me know if you enjoyed this kind of first impression style get ready with me, testing out makeup together. I definitely had a lot of big wins in here. That NYX palette totally surprised me. Actually, everything I tried, I really liked. The only thing I'm a little bit disappointed in is the Glo Kit, because I now have glitter all over my face and I've got to go out, and I don't think that's very cool. And I haven't seen any reviews that have mentioned the glitter in there. Maybe I didn't look into it enough and I was just looking at swatches and not reading, but I'm gonna have to play around with that a little bit more. Let me know if you've had that same experience and if you would like to see a review on the Anastasia Stick Foundation. Thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to connect with me, you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat at SamanthaJaneYT, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!